everybody, JC here with another T&I toy review. And today's review is in association with MarvelousNews.com, your #1 news source for everything Marvel. And for today's review, we're going to be taking a look at the brand new Marvel Legends 6-inch Captain Britain figure from Hasbro. Now this figure is listed as one of the energized emissaries. It's part of the new wave of Captain America Legends that has the Abomination Build-A-Figure. It comes packaged in the same style packaging we've been seeing with all the Marvel Legends. You've got the black box with the blue highlights, the Legend Series logo up at the top, figure clearly displayed, and then down below you have the Marvel logo, and then again it tells us this is one of the energized emissaries. On one side you have artwork for Captain Britain, on the other side you have artwork for Wonder Man, and then on the back of the packaging you have images of both figures, a brief bio in multiple languages, and then down below it shows us all the figures in this wave that you need to get in order to complete the Abomination Build-A-Figure. Okay, so let's get this open and take a look at what's inside. Okay, so here's a look at the figure outside the packaging. Now the only accessory this figure comes with is the left arm for the Abomination, the Build-A-Figure for this wave, and we'll be taking a look at the Abomination in its own video review later this week, so be sure to check back for that. So for the figure itself, this figure uses a lot of the parts from the Hyperion mold. So the torso section, the upper legs, and the upper arms are all from the Hyperion mold. Now this belt is from the Capwolf mold, just repainted a little bit, but it is the same belt as Captain America has. Now the lower arms and the lower legs, I believe, are unique to this figure, and then obviously the head sculpt is unique. I like the head sculpt. I like the way they've sculpted the helmet. You can see the little circle piece on the side, and then he's got the Britain flag colors, a metallic blue and a dark red, and I like the way they've done the eyes. So you've got the eye slits, and then inside you've got mostly black with just a little bit of a bluish white color for the eye pupils. So I think that comes off looking good. Good skin tone. He's got that wide jaw which fits Captain Britain, so I like the way it looks. The overall paint applications are pretty good. They're basic, but they're good. I like the metallic blue that they use throughout the figure. So you got this darker red, you've got the white striping to look like the Great Britain flag, and then you've got this metallic blue. Maybe a little bit of sloppiness here on the bicep on this one arm, but not too bad. And then you've got this darker blue and then the white on around the wrist. Now you do see a little bit of this dark navy blue kind of bleeding through on the white a little bit. Not too bad, but you can kind of see it a little bit. Then down on the legs, again, you have the white, which is a nice crisp white, and then this metallic blue, and then his boots are a dark, almost navy blue with the gold buckles. And then on his shoulders, he's got these little lion symbols that are done in a gold metallic with the black background. And just like on the Captain America figure, this belt is a separate piece. And of course, because this is a reuse of the Hyperion mold, it's got the 2 holes on the back, which was originally used for Hyperion's cape. I do want to point out that here on the hinge joint on the shoulder, they didn't paint the underside of the arm, the hinge joint on the underside of the arm blue. They just kept it red, which is what it is on the top part of the shoulder. So when you have him kind of like doing his arms out, you do kind of notice that. So this figure stands about 7 3/4 inches tall. And here's a comparison with the old Toy Biz Captain Britain figure, and you can see the Toy Biz one, the outfit was designed on what he wore in his early Excalibur days, whereas this new figure, I believe, is based on the costume he was wearing in the Secret Avengers comic book. Here he is next to the Hyperion figure, and Hyperion is a hair taller than Captain Britain. And here's a comparison with Captain America. This is the Capwolf mold, and you can see the Captain Britain figure is a bit taller. And for one last comparison, here he is next to his sister, Betsy Braddock, aka Psylocke. This is Hasbro's X-Force version, which was a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. Articulation is on par with the Hyperion figure. You can turn the head to the left and to the right, and he can look down good, and he can look up pretty good. Arms are attached with your standard ball hinge joint at the shoulder, so he can get his arm out good. He's got good rotation there. He's got a bicep swivel. He's got the double hinged elbow. He's got swivels at the wrist. He has hinges on the hands. He's got an ab crunch type joint, so he can crunch down good and he can look back good. He's got a waist swivel. Legs are attached with ball joints, so he can do the splits that much. He can get his leg forward good. He can do his leg back about that much. He's got a thigh swivel, double jointed knee, so pretty good bending at the knee. He's got a boot cuff swivel, then hinges on the feet, so he's got good down movement with the feet. Really can't do the feet up because of the way the foot is sculpted, and then he does have ankle pivot and 2 peg holes on the bottom of his feet. Okay, so that's my review. I've always been kind of a fan of Captain Britain. I liked him when the first comic I read was Marvel Team Up with him, where he teamed up with Spider-Man against Arcade. Now, I never really liked that original look for the character. I do like these more modern looks with the British flag on his costume, and I think this is a nice update to the Toy Biz figure. Yes, it mostly reuses the Hyperion mold, but it works for this character because Captain Britain is kind of a big dude with the broad shoulders and everything. So the figure with this wave is not yet hit here in the United States. It should soon, either later this month or early next month. We'll have a full gallery of images